Hi and welcome to the video. This time round I'm doing the running video first, so I hope you enjoyed that, and the explaining part here in the second half. So the subject of the video is the 15th scale New Bright Jeep TJ, and that kind of completes my lineup of New Bright Jeep TJs, and I seem to have just about every scale. So here we have the 15th. That compares with the 10th, which is actually quite close to 10th scale, and then we have the 6th scale, which has got Action Man, kind of like G.I. Joe, as the driver for it. So I picked this up from the local Maplin store the other day as a complete model, and you'll see here the chassis which it actually came with. As a rock crawler, quite good fun, and I guess that in the first half of the video you saw how capable it was. First thing to do is to take the body off the chassis, and I've used a method here where I'm just using a couple of 2mm screws to hold it onto the front, with bits chopped off servo arms to screw it with. And the way that I set this up is I've done it such that the battery can stay in here all the time, and I can just unplug it and recharge it if I want to. So that all comes off fairly easily, and I haven't really done very much to modify the body. All that I did was I cut some slightly ugly holes here, because I wanted to use the existing shock absorbers, and they were too long, and it was riding too high, and just move the seat back. I cut a couple of pillars here that were used to mount the original body. That's really it. It didn't take me very long to do that. So just as a comparison, you can see here the original body, and that's kind of how it looked, which is fine for what it is. It's a toy, but what I really like about the New Bright Jeep bodies is the fact that they're so scale. So I'll just move this out of the way. Right, so this is a chassis combination that I have used before, and the chassis here, which I quite like underneath because it's kind of reasonably scale-like, is a Shapeways 3D printed chassis that was meant for the Wid Willy. It was okay on there, but I put the Wid Willy body back on its chassis because that is what it's meant to be, and decided that this one could actually be a rock crawler. So the running gear which I've got in here is from a low C mini crawler, and I'll just pop a picture up so that you can see what that looks like. I don't know if they even still make those, but what it does is it gives me the main transmission here, and the axles back and front, which I did buy the locking kit for, so that the diffs are all locked up, which is better for crawling. The battery that I'm using is the kind that goes in the 8th scale radio control bikes, and so it can easily be put in there when I want it to. Wheels and tyres are the RC 4-wheel drive stamped beadlock 1.55s, and the tyres are the small dirt grabbers, which are usually meant for trailers on the 10th scale. For the radio control, I'm using just the Spectrum DX3C with an orange receiver, 3 channels. So if I want to, I could probably put lights on it. Just as a quick comparison, you can see how the two chassis line up. So the wheelbase is actually pretty well the same, but the original one, much wider track on it, and it certainly wouldn't have crawled over those rocks. hope you found the video interesting and informative. As ever, like it, not like it, comments, questions or anything else. Thank you for watching.